What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here, and this is something we haven't done in a while. It's kind of a channel announcement slash update, kind of just random bullshit vlog, trying to let you guys know what's going on in my life and catch you guys up with some of the stuff that's been going on and what we're going to be doing for pretty much the next couple months. And I got some stuff written down here so I don't lose my track of thoughts, or at least hopefully I don't. You know me, I can lose my track of thought. Just ooh, shiny. Anyways, there's like no notice on this, and I apologize for that. I'm going to be taking probably 2 weeks off of streaming. And there's a couple reasons for that, and I'll kind of go into them. I don't want to go into too much detail because I don't want to. It's mainly personal stuff and mainly just business related stuff, and I hate going at you guys with that stuff. But I started YouTube in 2011. Technically started October 22nd, but I count November 11th as my start date. So we're going on year number 4 now. Well, we're technically going on year number 5 at this point. And I've been working fairly hard. I mean, this job it's fairly demanding, and unfortunately I have a tendency to kind of just like scatter myself through a bunch of different things, and those of you who've been here for a long time, we had the main channel, then we had the Minecraft channel, then we had TDK FPS, we had for a while there, I want to say like TDK Strats or something. And then we kind of dropped them back down. I mean, there was a time where I was live streaming and doing 3 YouTube videos on 3 channels at the same time while live streaming. And working for yourself is totally different than working for somebody else. What did they say? Do what you love and you'll never work a day in your life. And there's some truth to that. But at the same time, there's the statement, there's a marathon and there's a sprint. And, doing something like this is definitely a marathon. It's not a sprint. And I have a tendency to get very motivated and very aggressive and then attack something, and then slowly over time get tired and then demotivated, et cetera, et cetera. And then, I've come up with a new idea, then I get motivated again, then I attack it. And the last year with, what was it? The 1 year stream challenge that we attempted to do. And I think we got to like day 265, 256, somewhere around there. We were about 90 days shy of a year. And I just couldn't do it anymore. And I took about a week off, and then we came right back with 2 days off. And that was good. That was good. The problem that I'm running into now is focus is just kind of lost, This is business for me. I love what I do. Don't get me wrong, but it is a business for me. And you in a business, you set goals and you set things that you want to do, and things. I want to get here, I want to get here, I want to get here. And you kind of progress up and work out. And I kind of set some goals that I'd hoped to hit, and then I didn't hit them. And that happens. In business, especially when you're in a business for yourself, you're going to have those times where you set goals that you hope you hit, and then you fail for whatever reason. Just couldn't do it. The market wasn't there. Whatever. And so now that big goal for me isn't going to work. And so I've got to come up with some different ideas and some different stuff. And, those of you guys who are Twitch subs and Patreon members, I've asked you guys some stuff and get some input from you guys. And I kind of need to reboot. I really need to kind of just take a little time. I've been doing a lot of note taking, sitting down, just brainstorming. And the problem is with the live stream, and I do love the live stream, but with YouTube plus the live stream, there's not enough time for me to just kind of take a break and just reset, because with the live stream going right now, I wake up in the morning, I have my coffee, my food, whatever. I sit down, I record, 2 or 3 episodes. I get those episodes edited. I get them queued for the encoding. I have lunch. I do some live streaming. And then by the time I'm done with that, I turn the encodings on, and I'm so tired. It's like, all right, fuck it. We're just gonna, we'll do some stuff tomorrow, and there's not enough time for me to be fresh and to really theory craft. And I don't know, that kind of sounds like a cop out, or like I'm, pussing out or whatever. But, the creative process, as weird as it is, does require you to be fresh. And I also feel like it's impacting my live stream at the moment. Now, my YouTube videos are good at the moment. I'm happy with it where they are for the most part. Every once in a while I'll have an off day, but for the most part, I'm happy with where my YouTube videos are. I'm not happy with where my stream is, because my energy level is just sapped right now because I'm so focused on this next stage of, my job and my career and my finances and where we're going to be. And, that pressure kind of just sucks I don't want to say it sucks the joy out of it, because that's not the right word, but it's something that's constantly in your mind. You're thinking, how am I gonna do this? 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 And it causes me sometimes in the stream to be cranky, and most of the time I'm pretty cool, but every once in a while, somebody will say something like, oh, you're an idiot, and normally I can just kind of let that roll off. But now it's like, oh yeah, I'm an idiot, huh? Well, fuck you, and you can't really do that in my job. Not only that, but you got to be happy. You got to be. I've said this many, many times, but being a YouTuber, being a streamer is one of the few jobs that you can't just wake up in the morning and punch the clock. If you work at McDonald's, or if you work at GameStop, or even Microsoft or something like that, you're having a bad day. Fuck it, you can go in, punch the clock, do what you got to do, go home. When you do what I do, you can't do that. You either gotta be in a good mood, or you gotta fake it. And I'm not saying I'm not in a good mood. I'm just saying that right now I don't feel my energy level is high, and I don't feel like I'm giving you guys a good experience because of where my head's at. So my plan is Division comes out March 8th. That's going to be a big release for me. I will be hitting Division hard, both in tips and tricks, streaming, playing with you guys. All sorts of content for Division is going to be coming. However, there's not much coming out till then. Far Cry is coming out on the 1st. I will be playing that. It's already pre-ordered. It's ready to go. I will be playing that. Far Cry will be played. Guys, I will be playing Far Cry. Hey, you, Bob, in the back, the dude that's not paying attention. I'm going to be doing a Let's Play on Far Cry Primal in case you missed it. Yeah. So I'm just joking. I've had a bunch of people ask me that. So yes, I'll be playing Far Cry, but Far Cry is not going to be a streamed game. It's going to be a YouTube game. So Division will be both, but primarily stream. Division just works better that way. It's like H1Z1. It's one of those games where it revolves around random shit happening. So it's not one of those things, like with what is it? When I play Fallout now, like I have a list of shit I'm gonna do. It's like, all right, we're gonna go get Grognak 7, 8, 9, 10. After that, we're gonna go get Covert Ops 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After that, we're gonna go here. Then we need to go here. We need to do this quest. I've got everything planned out. With Division, it's like, let's go fucking kill some people, and shit just happens, and it's either gonna be cool or it's not, or we're gonna get raped, or we're gonna kill people. It's not planned, which is nice because that's exactly what I need for stream. So what we're going to be doing is, like I said, I'm going to probably be taking 2 weeks off. It's not quite 2 weeks because technically we'll be back on a Tuesday and today's a Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. This video will be going up hopefully today. So it's basically 13 days or 12 days. I'm not going to say I'm not going to stream at all during that time, because once I get caught up on YouTube, and once I get some of these moves out that I want done, and once I do some of this theory crafting, my energy level is going to come back up, and I may do a short stream here or there. We may do some kind of like a Civilization thing or something. A lot of people have been asking me to play Civilization. We may do something in the meantime, but I want to take this time to kind of just unwind, sit down, do some theory crafting, come up with a new basically goal or setup, or something to shoot for, and kind of I don't know why my nose is itching like crazy. I'm gonna get my hind hoof up here in a minute, just scratch it like crazy. I need to get a new idea of where I'm going. And things have changed a lot with YouTube. They've changed a lot with Twitch. They've changed a lot with a lot of different things, and I need to get kind of a new path and then start going towards it. And right now I just feel like I don't have enough time in the day to get to all of that. So it's something that I'm going to try and work out over the next 12 and a half, 13 days. So tomorrow, there won't be a stream. I apologize for that. I always feel like I let you guys down when I do stuff like that. But at the same time, I got to do what's good for me and for the business. So we're gonna see what I can come up with. We're gonna theory craft some stuff. There will probably be a lot of stuff coming out to the Patreon members, a lot of stuff coming out to Twitch subs. If you are either of those and you're not in the Discord chat yet, you may want to get that sorted out. If you don't have it and you're one of those two and you don't know where to find it, feel free to tweet me, Twitch message me, or message me / comment on Patreon, and I will get you taken care of. Get you access to that. We're going to be doing a lot of new things. Some of it will be good. Some of it will be crazy. Some of it's going to work. Some of it's not. We're going to ditch the stuff that doesn't, keep the stuff that does, and kind of improve and learn. Because that's basically what this whole thing is about, is finding out what you guys want to actually see and do, and try and make that function in some way. So that's the goal with the stream stuff. So, like I said, we'll be back March 8th. Actually, we'll probably be back technically March 7th because Division releases at midnight on Tuesday. I'm not sure if I'm just going to stay up and do like a stream from like midnight to like noon and just say fuck it. I may just try and nap all day that day. I don't know how I would do that because I'm not somebody who usually naps, but if I can find a way to just power nap for like the entire day so I'm ready to rock and roll, then we may do that technically Monday night. Otherwise, I'll wake up early, like Tuesday morning at like 6 o'clock in the morning and just fucking hit that shit. And then we'll be streaming. I will be pre-recording everything. So like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, that week is going to be a pretty, I'm going to basically squeeze in all of the streaming that we're going to miss over the next, 2 weeks into that 1 week. It'll be great. So that's the goal there. That's the goal there. So that's what we're going to be coming back from and back to. So one other revamp that we're going to be doing that I'm in the process of working on, and I still haven't quite decided yet. Those of you guys who have been following me for a while, actually a lot of you may not know. I've like almost 50,000 of you guys here, and I have 9 people on Patreon. So the 9 of you on Patreon, I appreciate you guys' support. I love you guys. Those 9 of you, I haven't quite decided yet if I want to stick with, I've pretty much decided I'm sticking with Patreon. But there's another application out there called GameWisp, which is similar to Patreon. It just works a little differently. And I thought about doing GameWisp for a few reasons. But there's some other reasons. It's like both of them are very similar, the way they work and the options they get. The nice thing about GameWisp is it ties into some stuff. So like I can actually do a notification on my live stream for you if you sub, so to speak, on GameWisp. The other nice thing about GameWisp is GameWisp charges you immediately, and that sounds kind of dickish, but there's a reason for it. They charge you immediately, which means you get your perks immediately. So like if you sign up on GameWisp to be a sub for whatever, you get access to Discord immediately. Because you get charged, so you can get into Discord, you can get into the benefits that you get for that. Whereas with Patreon, you don't get charged till the end of the month. So like, let's say, it's March 3rd, you decide to sign up for Patreon, nothing comes out of your bank account and you don't get your perks until April 3rd. That's a whole month that you wait without your perks. So to me, that seems kind of fucked up. And I don't really like that aspect of it. I understand why Patreon does it the way Patreon does it, but Patreon does it in a way that it's meant for a different type of group. You know what I'm saying? So with them, it's more artistic stuff and longer term things, not instant gratification. So, when people subscribe on Twitch, they expect, boom, I'm going to get the emotes right now. I'm going to get this right now. I'm going to get this right now, and they expect that instantaneous stuff. Whereas with Patreon, you sign up and it's like, oh, okay. Well, then why the fuck did I sign up now? Why didn't I wait till, the day before April? So, I'm still deciding on that. There's reasons I like Patreon more. There's reasons I like GameWisp more. And if I had more people on Patreon, I would probably stick with Patreon guaranteed. Right now, I'm kind of torn. So that's one of the things I kind of got to spend some time. Like I spent 3 hours today going through all of the GameWisp stuff and then all of the Patreon stuff and trying to figure it out. So when I get that figured out, whether we're doing GameWisp or Patreon, I will be letting you all know, and we'll be doing a lot more stuff with that. And that's mainly a financial thing for me. So hopefully that's something that some of you are excited about. I'm going to be doing some interesting things with that. We are merging basically the Twitch subs into that. So for instance, if you're a Patreon member or possibly a GameWisp member in the future or a Twitch sub, you're all going to be in the same Discord channel, but you're all going to have different flair, so to speak. So Twitch subs will be purple, Patreon or GameWisp, you could be green, light blue. You'll have different colors and different flares, and that'll be kind of like your rank, so to speak. You're going to get access to early videos. For those of you guys who don't know, I pre-record my videos. So like right now on YouTube, those of you guys who are just normal viewers, so to speak, you've got up to episode 31 of Fallout. I have episode 32 and 33 already uploaded, and I have episode 43, 44, and 45 of Isaac already uploaded. Those are things that won't come to you guys for a couple days. I'm not doing that to be a dick to you guys. I'm doing it because the average person that watches on YouTube doesn't like getting, shotgun blasted with, 20 videos in a day and then nothing for a week and then 20 videos in a day. So we kind of space it out a little bit because it works better for the average person. But, there are some hardcore viewers on Patreon and possibly GameWisp and Twitch subs that they like it all right now. And so for those people, you have the option. So, if you're a Patreon member, a GameWisp member, once I decide which one I'm doing, you will get access to the early videos. And I plan on doing a lot. I plan on taking this next 2 weeks to kind of finish some games that I need to finish. So I am going to upload. I'm still deciding what I'm doing with XCOM. I have a series right now on XCOM that is up on Twitch, and it is the first 3 or 4 missions. So it's about an hour and a half of gameplay. XCOM itself is 20 hours long. So for the gameplay on Twitch, it's the first 3 hours, but I skipped the cutscenes. And I know for some people that's a big deal. Yes, I've seen the cutscenes in XCOM's 5 times because I've played 5 playthroughs and failed all 5 times. For you, it's the first time you've seen it. So you're like, well, what the fuck? What's going on? Why are you skipping this shit? So I may restart XCOM this week and play all 20 hours in the next week and a half, 2 weeks, and then get it all up so you guys can see it. FARCRY Primal, when it comes out, I'm going to be covering that. So we're going to be getting to that. Probably do some more Isaac. Obviously, we're going to do the Fallout Melee series. I may go back and I'm pretty sure I'm going to retire the Dark Souls and the Bloodborne thing. I want to play them, and I like them, and they're a challenge, but I think they're going to stay paused, at least for now. And the reason I say that is those games take time, like big time. Like, I like them. They're a challenge. But the whole point of those games is you're slamming your face into the wall repeatedly while you just get destroyed. And then finally, you either level up to the point where you can bypass it or you figure out how to bypass it. And then at that point, you move forward, and then you get stuck again, and then you move forward. And that takes a lot of time. What was it? Peeve, I think is his name. Let's see if I can find him on Twitter. He's one of the 2 big Bloodborne streamers. I think Peeverson maybe is his name. You guys that are into Bloodborne will know who I'm talking about. Anyway, yeah, it's Peeverson. He took, I think it was 27 straight hours to beat one of the bosses in the new Bloodborne DLC. I've already completed Bloodborne. I did start a second playthrough for the first boss, and I got stuck on Gashon or whatever the fuck his name is, and we were gonna do the new DLC with it, but I got so pissed off at Father Gaston, I was like, fuck it, I'll come back to it later, and I never went back to it. So I don't feel bad about the Bloodborne thing. Dark Souls 2, yes, the Dark Souls 2 Sins of a whatever the fuck it is called thing. That one never got completed. We basically got to the end of that, but there were 2 ways, there's 4 ways supposedly to end the game. We got to the final boss. We can kill him, but it'll take us 6 hours to kill him because of his armor. Or we can go kill 3 dragons, kill him. Or supposedly we could just go talk to the queen and end the game. I don't feel like going and talking to the queen and ending the game because that seems kind of like copping out. Yet, I don't really have time to go through and kill fucking 4 more zones worth of giant dragon bosses so I can weaken the guy, so I can kill the guy, so I can get the other ending. Assuming I'm right about that. And I may be wrong. I'm sure one of you will leave a comment in the video to correct me. That's what I got from the general gist of it. So that one's kind of been on pause. FTB Infinity. That's a pack I want to like and I want to play, and I do like it. The problem that I have with FTB Infinity is it's the only pack I've ever had to write out massive flowcharts on a piece of paper to get figured out. If you follow me on Twitch, you know that we kind of had a Minecraft discussion about a week ago where we kind of broke down Minecraft and all the stuff that's been going on with it, all the issues that I've had with it. And I love Minecraft. Minecraft it's great. It has a special place in my heart, but not much has changed in 2 years with Minecraft. There's a few tweaks. About the only thing that's changed in the last 2 years with Minecraft is the HQM stuff. And yes, obviously some stuff has gotten updated and there is some new mods, but for the most part, the core of Minecraft hasn't changed in 2 years. Everything's basically the same. And because of that, it's gotten stale. So the HQ impacts have been coming in and they've been kind of breathing some life into it. But Minecraft has gone away from the whole, figure it out, create, simplify, compact, and then, make this amazing machine to, grinding. Infotech was like that. Infinity isn't quite as bad with the grinding, but it's more the problem I'm having with Infinity is some of the shit's just fucking irritating. It's like, okay, to get there, we have to go through IC2. To get through IC2, I have to spend 6 hours on a wiki trying to figure out how does this machine even work? And then I have to go and look up videos to figure out how it works. And most of the reason I'm having the trouble is because I'm trying to do things that aren't the same as what everybody else has done. And that's the real frustration is, yeah, I could pound through Infinity probably in 2 or 3 weeks of hardcore play if I did what everybody else does. But it just seems boring to do that. Yeah, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to make the big reactor. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. Okay, we're done. Yay. And I don't know. For me personally, I'm bored of doing the same old thing. It's like, all right, guys, we're going into thermal expansion for the 97,000th time. And yep, there it is. All right, we got all this stuff. Now we're going to go build this thing, and that's going to auto mine for us. And now we're going to build AE2, and everything's perfect. GG. And that's kind of why I went with some of the more weird stuff. The problem is the weird stuff is weird for a reason. It's weird because nobody uses it, and nobody uses it because it's fucking weird. So it's kind of frustrating in that aspect because it's like, God dang it, if I could just make this work, it would be amazing. But I can't, and then I've spent like 10 episodes trying to figure out. It took me 10 episodes to figure out that it's not going to work. And now we're just going to do what we've always done anyway. And it just kind of demotivates the shit out of me. So, I said all that to basically say that Infinity is kind of on hold at the moment. So at the moment, our active stuff is Fallout Melee, OP Prison, Binding of Isaac, and then we've got XCOM, and we've got FARCRY Primal. So we've got 5 days until FARCRY Primal hits on PC. I will be covering that hard. I may step up the Fallout playthrough a little bit to where you guys get 2 episodes a day. May step up the Binding of Isaac a little bit. I have 25 games, I think it is, in my backlog for, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 games waiting in my review backlog. So I got a lot of shit that I haven't gotten to do yet. So I need to get to that as well. So this next 2 weeks, while technically it's going to be a time off, it's going to be busy, but YouTube's different than streaming. And I it's hard for me to express that to somebody who's never done it before. Cause like, oh my God, dude, I don't understand why you're such a pussy. You're just playing video games. I don't understand. It's like, well, yeah, but you're playing video games for a live audience and you have to sit there. So if you get mad, you can't get up and leave. And we all know I get mad a lot. So the nice thing about YouTube is, yeah, I can sit down for an hour, pound out 2 videos, and take a 5-minute break, walk around the kitchen for a minute, maybe call my mom, maybe talk to JJ for a bit, maybe do some stuff around the house, come back, record another 2 hour or so, get up, do something else. When you're doing YouTube, you've got those breaks. When you're doing streaming every day, or I don't do it every day now, I do it 5 days a week, but when you're doing it, you can't do that. And I'm usually good now for about an hour and a half, and then it doesn't start to rub, but I run out of juice, and that's fucked up because, a couple weeks ago I was doing 6 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I don't know what's gone on. I don't know what's changed. I don't get it. It's weird when you can do something before and then all of a sudden you can't do like a tenth of it. And, like if you're doing workouts and things like that, which I've started doing with JJ, it's muscle fatigue, but it's just my brain and my fingers, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm just like burned out and I just need a break. I don't know if it's, just I've been working too hard for too long. I've been working like 12 hours a day for 5 years. So it may just be that, I may just finally have hit my limit. So I'm not sure. And a lot of people don't really understand what all goes on, because some people are like, well, you just play a little bit of Fallout, you just slap it together. You don't spend all this time editing or doing all these cool features. So I don't understand how it's long. Well, you got the recording. Like today, I got up, I recorded an hour worth of Fallout clips. Then it took me 20 minutes to edit them. And an hour worth of Fallout clips isn't an hour. It's about an hour and a half, because you have some breaks in between. You have to take pauses. You have to look things up on the wiki. You have to figure that stuff out. You may have an error in the recording that you have to double check, et cetera, et cetera. So you got an hour and a half of that. Then you edit it, which takes 20 to 30 minutes depending on how long. Then you have to set it up to encode, move it over. Then you have to upload the previous night's videos. So you upload that takes a few minutes. And then you have to go through and put the tags on each video. That takes about an hour and a half. Depending on how many videos. You got to schedule them. You got to push them to Twitch, push them to Patreon so that those people can see it. You got to respond to people on Twitter. You got to respond to people in comments. Then after that, you got to make sure that you're keeping up with all of the news. So, you got to read your Twitter feed to see what the other gaming websites are talking about, the new games, the new controversies, the new stuff that's broke, Reddits, things like that. After you do that, you eat lunch, then you've got to stream. Then when you stream, you get done with streaming, you make sure that your videos are encoding so that they're ready to go and they're ready to go for the following night. And then at that point, you're pretty much done with your day for the most part, except then you got the Minecraft server. So you got to talk with staff, Theorycraft, the new servers that we're working on, the fixes that we're going to do, tweak it, talk to people, handle the customer issues that you've got, answer tickets, answer forum posts, answer emails. And that's a lot of what it comes down to. So yeah, there is a lot about just playing video games, but there's a lot of other stuff that goes on in the sides that people don't see. And don't take it like I'm bitching. I'm not trying to bitch. I'm trying to explain. I had a long time viewer about a month and a half ago bitch at me because he's like, oh, I don't understand why you're so tired, because it's you're not working 12 hours a day. I don't understand that. It's bullshit. And it's like, well, I do. I don't understand that you don't see it, but it's there. So, anyways, kind of got sidetracked there. So hopefully I answered what we're doing with the stream. Hopefully I've answered what we're doing with Patreon. I've mentioned the new platform that we're going to be working on, basically doing the backlog, getting all that stuff sorted out. So Fallout 4 is going to continue, obviously. Probably going to start covering some Fallout 4 mods, hopefully soon-ish. Definitely be covering the new DLC when it drops. I don't know how bad the changes, and I think this is going to come out around March 1st. The changes with the new DLC to Survival are going to wreck our Let's Play. I don't know. So if it totals us, we may restart. I'm not sure, but we'll obviously finish the Let's Play. I'm probably going to try and finish the Let's Play in the next 6 days. What I mean by finish the Let's Play is finish a storyline. Obviously, you can keep playing after that. And we'll just see where we end up. So we may continue on, because I would like to just continue on with the melee playthrough and finish up all the achievements. But I may not be able to. It just depends on what the survival change does. Now, depending on the survival changes, I may have to tweak my build. And we may just make a new character. We may be able to tweak it in the build. It just kind of depends. But yeah, so this week you're going to get a lot of random games as we cover all the moves, as we get caught up on the backlog of the stuff that I've got. And then, Far Cry. It's going to be kind of cool to have the spears and the sneaking, the tomahawks. I'm hoping they have tomahawks. I really do. And then Division on the 8th. So this video has gone on a little bit longer than I expected, and there might have been a little bit of whining, and I really wasn't trying to whine. I love my job. I love you guys. I love this. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. It's just I'm trying to express why I'm taking a break, why I need it, and I'm trying to do it without sounding like a bitch or complaining or whatever. So hopefully I did a good job. If not, it is what it is. So probably also going to start getting a weekly vlog type update. I'm not sure how I want to do it yet, but I'm probably going to be working it in with Patreon, and then I'm probably also going to kind of cover the workouts that me and JJ are doing. For those of you guys who don't know, I just started working out 3 days a week again with JJ. We're doing weightlifting, legs, arms, and then back, which is kind of part of arms. Basically, we do legs one day, arms with pushing, and then arms with pulling. It's complicated, but we may go over that. I don't know if the club that we use will allow us to record. If they do, I may do some recordings. Be kind of cool. I know JJ wants to. It just depends. That and the other problem with it is there's a camera that I've been trying to get to save up enough money to buy, and I may be able to buy it this year after my taxes are done. But my best mobile camera right now is my fucking phone. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So anyways, folks, I just want to let you guys know that we're going to be taking about 2 weeks off of the stream. Once we're back, it'll be business as usual. And we'll see where things up. We'll see where things end up. So I'll let you guys know in the next day or two between Patreon and GameWisp what my plans are. If you guys have any, criticism or some recommendations or anything along those lines, feel free to let me know in the comments section down below. As always, guys, I love you. Thank you all so much for letting me do what I do. I appreciate it. You guys have a great evening. If you like this, slap that like button. Just abuse it. Just slap it around a little bit. It was saying bad things about your mama. And if you don't have a mama, then your dads, both of them, both of your dads. And if you don't have dads, both of your moms. So, and if you don't have dads or moms, then I guess the giant lizard queen that shit you out, it was saying things about that. So whatever. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Y'all have a great evening, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.